We are starting the new year, and what better way to begin it with learning more about product descriptions. Product descriptions are critical because it not only involves copywriting for your product, but as well as for your Facebook ad. When it comes to selling your product, the way you describe it and its benefits and its features, or even how you talk about it in your ad is everything. You want to make sure that it's appealing and solving the problem your customer is having. What's up, y'all? Danny here. You guys know we do a free consulting call every single week, and if you want to get a chance to enter, go ahead and do these 3 things. Go ahead and like the video. We put these videos out every single week to give you guys as much value as we can. Second, subscribe to the channel to catch every video we put out every single week. And lastly, go ahead and comment the word Wi-Fi bread with your biggest takeaway that you got from this video. I'll be announcing the winner for a consultation call somewhere in this video, so be sure to stay tuned in. Make sure that if you're having any questions at all about this video or about how you can get started successfully on your e-commerce journey, that you DM us the word business on Instagram at Supreme Ecom, so that way we can reach out to you and help you in any way possible. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. Alright, so right here I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to lay our product description, and you can go ahead and start following along. This is a great template and a great use to reference when you're actually gonna go ahead and start embedding your own product description. And as you see right here, this is gonna be the product that we're gonna go ahead and use as a guide, so we can go ahead and start building our own product description. So first thing is first, we would like to go ahead and name this product. So just like how they named it this right here, we want to go ahead and kind of give our product a brand feel name. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back here. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it Doggo Treats. Very simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and include now a trademark symbol, and I'm just gonna copy the trademark symbol there, and now embed it here so it can go ahead and give off a more legitimate feel for our customers, and it makes it more genuine and authentic. Next step from there, we want to go ahead and find what we call an attention getter. An attention getter is what lures in the customer to go ahead and start reading our actual product description, and let's go ahead and see if we can allocate it here. Okay, so our attention getter is going to include either a wow factor, problem solving, question, fact, or statement. So let's go ahead and see if we can allocate what we have here. So that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and try to find, and I have actually allocated it right here. So they said, ever tried to have your dog drink water from a regular water bowl? It's a mess. Okay, so that's like a problem, right? So that's exactly what we would like to incorporate with ours. So basically I've included a statement as well as with a problem solving. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. I'm going to go ahead and center it, as well as make this our heading 1, because we want to make sure that our customer is actually going to go ahead and be able to see this as it's popping out to them. Now what we want to go ahead and do is describe what we're talking about in our attention getter with 2 to 3 sentences that go ahead and illustrate what our attention getter is. So if we reference our competitor, we can go ahead and see what they have here. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use a very, very special tool, which is called the Jasper.ai. And this tool comes in very handy because it can actually generate this 2 to 3 line description in its own words and spit it back to you in its own way with different variations. So I'm going to go to Jasper. I'm going to go ahead and go to our templates. I'm going to click on e-commerce and product descriptions. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this description. After including all the information right here that is necessary, I'm gonna go ahead and click on our generate button right below, and it's gonna go ahead and start to refresh and start to give us specific ad copy that it actually has translated in its own words that we can actually go ahead and use. So as you see here, it has given us a few different variations. The cool thing about this is that you can actually mix and match. So if there's something specific that it actually has in one of the paragraphs, you can go ahead and just take out one sentence from each one, and you can actually integrate it as a whole in your product description. And we can actually go ahead and leave a link to Jasper down in the description so you can go ahead and check it out. The cool thing about this tool is that you can actually even use it for your ad copy when you're actually creating your ad. So it even has product descriptions that you can actually implement within it as well. As you see here, they went ahead and included what makes this bottle different from the rest. So it's differentiating themselves from your competitors, which is something that we can actually go ahead and implement within our product description. You can go ahead and copy this, go back to our product description, go ahead and paste it. We're going to copy this and then center it. So what we'd like to go ahead and do from here is highlight a few keywords within our body paragraph, so that way these keywords are actually popping out and standing out to our customer. So for example, we can go ahead and highlight this, so that way our customers feel a lot more comfortable purchasing our product depending on the size and the breed of their dog. Now what we'd like to go ahead and do is include a GIF in our body paragraph, so that way we can tie it all in together. The most important thing about this is that you want to make sure that your attention getter, your 2 to 3 lines, and your GIF are all congruent. You don't want any mismatch work or anything like that. It'll just throw off your product description entirely. So the best way you can actually go ahead and go about this method of integrating your GIF is going to reference your competitor and see what images or GIFs they actually have. So it appears that they actually don't have any, which is a perfect example, so I can go ahead and show you how we can actually gather it. So I'm going to go ahead and do is just type in the name of the product right here on Google. The most important part about this is I'm going to go ahead and include the word GIF at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on images. So this is a perfect example right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is right click on this. I'm going to copy image and I'm just going to go ahead and paste it. And now we have our GIF right here. I'm just going to go ahead and play with the sizing. It's important to save your work every single time you're done making an integration, and then go ahead and previewing it on your store to see how the layout is actually coming out in case you need to make any adjustments or anything like that. Another way you can do it is if you right click and click copy image address, click the little image icon, click URL, and then paste in the link so we can go ahead and integrate that into your product description as well. So now that we actually have our 3 segments, which is our attention getter, 2 to 3 lines, and a GIF, we would want to go ahead and now start talking about our benefits and features, and we're going to follow the same exact layout. So we're going to have our benefit and feature on the top, our 2 to 3 lines underneath that, and then a photo that goes ahead and ties it all in together. So in this body paragraph here, they actually go ahead and talk about how easy the product is to use. So we can actually go ahead and replicate this and include it as a benefit or feature. So we go back here and we can go ahead and include easy to use. We're going to go ahead and highlight this, click on paragraph, and now make this our heading 2. And right here, we're just going to go ahead and describe our benefit and feature. So I can go ahead and copy this segment, go back to Jasper, remove this one, and I can go ahead and change the tone of voice to make it more friendly. Now we're just going to go ahead and click enter, and now it will start to generate a whole new ad copy entirely. So here we have a good list to choose from. We can go ahead and mix and match. We can go ahead and just pick out ideas from here and maybe just write our own based off of what Jasper is actually telling us. So here I'm just going to go ahead and include just one click. Now we're just going to go ahead and also center this as well, so we can go ahead and continue our layout that we have going on. Now I'm just going to go ahead and highlight a few main keywords that actually stands out to our customers. So we can say one click for easy water flow access. Now we would like to go ahead and include a photo that makes sense to include within what we're actually talking about here on our body paragraph. We can always use our competitor as reference and see if we can maybe use any images here. So if they don't have any images here that we can actually go ahead and use, the best thing about this is that we can actually also go ahead and use Google as another resource. So we can actually go ahead and go here, websites actually has a product, and we can actually take a look at their description as well. We can go ahead here and see exactly what images they are actually using. So this is a perfect example that we can actually go ahead and do. So I'm just going to go ahead and right click on this, copy image, go back here to our product description and paste that in there, and start playing with our sizing here to make sure everything looks great. Go ahead and save that. Now after finishing our first benefit or feature, in total we would like to have 4 through 6 benefits and features, and we just knocked one off right now, and you would just follow the same exact template going on forward to go ahead and finish up your product description. Now let's go ahead and do one more together. So one thing that I did notice right here, just based off of the first image that we have on our competitor, is that they have a multifunctional image. So that go ahead and tells me I can actually use this as another benefit or feature, which is perfect. So I can go back here, multifunctional. Now I'm going to do the same exact concept. I'm going to go to paragraph, heading 2, because it is a benefit or feature, center it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and talk about how it's multifunctional. So I can go ahead and use this image as reference and see all the different little benefits and features that it actually has within the bottle itself here, and just include that into my 2 to 3 line segment. So I can say, and I'm just going to go ahead and center this as well, following the same layout that we have been doing. And now I'm just going to go ahead and copy this image and paste it here and play with our sizing to make sure everything is all congruent and looking good. And I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same exact template that we have covered for my next 4 through 6 benefits and features. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and save it, publish it, and now let's go ahead and start making some sales. And this is the method that you would actually go ahead and want to take when you're creating your own product description. But before we wrap this up, you guys know that every single video we give out a free consulting call to one lucky winner. And with that, the winner of this free consulting call winner is Bridget Stacy. Congrats on winning your free call. Make sure to reach out to us at Supreme_Ecom on IG so you can go ahead and get that rolled out for you here. We can cover anything you want, from store design to even product research. And if you want the opportunity to win next week, all you have to do are the 3 things that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I hope you guys stay consistent and persistent and apply all the knowledge that I gave to you in this video. Supreme Ecom wishes you nothing but success. This is Danny, and I'll catch you on the next one.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that. Like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right back. Stack that internet money till the site crash.